Hi, it's Sunday, August 25th, 2019, and this is week 4 on the Noom weight loss program. Okay, so as I did last time, I'll spend the first part of this video talking about the weight change that I've had this past week and overall, and then I'll spend the second half of the video talking about, well, how the app is working, the coach is working, etc. Just a programming note, I'm going to be going on a 2-week trip starting this coming week. So I'll be gone for a couple weeks. Partly personal, I'm going to stop back and see my family in Arizona. And then the rest I'll be working on the West Coast for my company. So because of that, I won't be weighing myself. I'll be trying to track my food with the app, but I won't be kind of on my game plan. So I won't be coming back until roughly September 14th. So you won't see me for roughly about 3 weeks, and then I can come back, and I'm sure I will have gained weight over that 2-week period of time. I'm hoping that giving myself some time after that to slim back down and get back into the groove. Let's see what happens, but this will give you a good idea of how the weight loss program is impacted by these types of sidetracks or not staying on the plan. But I will be coming back by September 14th to let you know how things are going. So let's look at the statistics as we usually do. My current weight is 253.4 pounds. That gives me only a weekly loss of 0.4 pounds, about a half pound, with a total loss of 11 pounds, which comes out about what, 2.5 pounds or so a week. That's not bad. This week, let's put up the chart. Let me show you a few areas of what was a bit troublesome this last week. So you can see the week by week play there. And some weeks I've had longer than the others. Last week I said that Saturday night I was going to go out with friends, and I did. And you can see between August 17th and August 18th, I gained, roughly about 2-3 pounds just overnight, and I did no exercise. So there I have no exercise off plan. So you can see what can happen if you go off the plan and you don't exercise. That means no walking, nothing. I walked to the train station and back, but that wasn't nothing compared to when you do exercise and continue on the plan. And interestingly enough, usually when I don't exercise and go on the plan and keep on the plan, the next day, as you can see in the past couple of times where I did this, like on August 4th and August 11th, the next day, I gained some weight, but then the day after that, I started to lose. This time, on August 19th, I've actually gained even a little bit more, about almost a half pound. So going off plan and not exercising is a double whammy, and it takes some time to regain and get back on the plan. I then dropped quite significantly the next day. Looks about over 2 pounds. Then went up slightly. Don't know why that was. Nothing special. Then again, I dropped another almost 2.5 pounds. Then went up a little bit the next day on the 23rd, about a half pound, and then dropped. This was yesterday. Dropped 2.5 pounds. So this up and down is quite interesting to me. I do remember a little bit. There's times I did go up. I think on the 23rd, I didn't do so much steps because I was working from home. That's probably the reason. So again, movement, also to get the stuff out of your body. I'm guessing if I were more stable on what I do on a day-to-day basis, walking and exercise, I'd see a steady down. But this is up and down, up and down. But it's all leading to a full downward trend, except for today. I will admit I went slightly off the plan last night. I had it was Saturday night. I was by myself watching a movie and watching some TV. So I had about, I would say, 3-4 glasses of wine, chicken nuggets, some potato sticks. I think I definitely went over my calorie. If I'm trying to remember now, I have to pull the app out, but I probably definitely went over the calorie allotment. So I'm guessing hopefully that's water weight, and we'll see another downward trend. One other thing I'd like to mention is on the MetaFast program. By this time, 4 weeks into it, I had lost 23 pounds, where I'm now at about 11 pounds down. So roughly half as much weight that I'm losing as in the same amount of time as I would have on MetaFast. Now, the positives overall, again, I don't feel as hungry as I was on a MetaFast. I was only consuming, I think, about 1,100, 1,200 calories a day. With this program, I'm consuming about 1,800 to 2,000 a day, depending on how much exercise I do that day, if I exercise or not, and how many steps I take. So I feel more freedom to choose. I'm not eating the same type of packaged program that was getting a bit dull after a while. It was the same type of meal over and over again. This I have more selection. Probably that could be more balanced. I do find myself, like the other day in the cafeteria, eating fish rather than chicken or beef. Made that conscious decision. This program has also influenced me to do a bit more walking today. I decided to do about 4 or 5 laps around the apartment complex walking to keep up on my steps when I have the opportunity. I don't go out of the way to do this, by the way. If it comes, the opportunity presents itself, then I'll eat the fish. Then I'll do the walking the laps, whatever it takes when that opportunity arrives. I don't consciously try to go, today I'm going to eat fish, today I'm going to walk the laps. If it's there, I do it. If it's not, then I do my own routine. That's how I'm treating this program. So I don't want to starve myself or make myself feel must, 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 must. Then you feel locked in. So if I can do it, great. And you got to look at this again, as they say, the old cliche, a marathon rather than a sprint. Let's watch how your weight goes down constantly over time, not these blips up and down. They're interesting to look at on a chart and see how that works, but how's the overall long term? Hopefully that's what will pay off. We'll see more of a month-by-month play, which I'll give you when I come back on my trip next time. Now let's talk a little bit about, I said that my heart rate was a bit slow last time, and I gave some updates on that. I had a physical. Doctor said all's fine. She looked at the EKG that I had done several years ago and compared it to now. That's my baseline. She says, yeah, you're overall, you have a slow heart rate compared to others, but that's your baseline. If it goes below 40, then give me a call. As long as you're above around the mid-40s at your resting rate, no problem. Other things to look at, a little bit of high cholesterol. I don't remember the number. I'm not super high, but I am high, on the higher side of the norm, and also a little bit high glucose. So let's see how this program impacts that over a 2-month period of time and see if those come down. That high cholesterol I've had for the past 6-7 years. So not surprising, but I want to see how this impacts it. I would have liked to done that on the MetaFast program, by the way, but I didn't. So overall, health looks good. Weight could be definitely better. When we get down to the target weight, I'm going to go back and do another blood test to see how my cholesterol is doing and my glucose. Let's see if it changes. And I'll bring that up in the numbers at that time. Now let's talk about the app and the coaches. The coaches first, both the group coach and the personal coach. Just not finding much interaction with the personal coach. So I told her that I would be away for about 2 weeks, starting this week. Just wanted to know, I don't have a way to weigh myself most likely. I don't have a scale at my Arizona home, and I don't think the hotels will have a scale either. So what to do? Well, she came back, and I'll show you this up here on the screen. So her question is, way to embrace the week with an open mind. And I forgot what I told her before, but she says, well, traveling, what is a healthy habit I can hold you accountable for? And as I said before, I'm not looking to try to really do things consciously that's going to make me feel constrained. If the opportunity is there, great. So all I said is, I'm just going to bring consciousness to what I consume, be more conscious. She says, okay, great. Well, how will you measure your success with this goal? Okay, not sure. And I meant to say how. How does one measure consciousness? And then she asked me, well, what does being conscious mean to you? Classical Psych 101 question back when you ask a question. I'm not going to answer the question. I'm going to give you a question with your question. And I said back to awareness. I don't think there's any way to really measure awareness and consciousness. Again, I don't think these coaches are certified or are licensed to give you advice. All they're there is to set goals and ask you questions. No advice. I would rather her say, Okay, you're going away for 2 weeks. Here's some advice. Here's what I would suggest you do to stay on your program, or at least like close to it. Okay, so first of all, you can still track your meals, right? Right. Okay, well, still continue to track your meals. You'll probably go over your calories. What you should do is not worry too much about that, but maybe take some steps when you're on a lunch break rather than going to lunch, walk around your home or your hotel, get up early, whatever. But none of that. It was just a question back and another question back. I'm quite disappointed with that. And then the other thing is, when I did come back to her and let's go show that chat, the end of that chat, well, she says, could it help to add some specificity to your goals? Identifying steps you'd like to take to ensure your success. Curious to hear what you feel will work best for yourself. I could have said, I'll jump off a bridge. How's that? Oh, okay. Well, how would you jump off the bridge? So anyway, I wrote back, I'm going to be with family and that's misspelled, business associates. I think the above is the best I want to do. Thanks. And then I said, oh, here's a way. I can still track my food in the app. How's that? I got nothing back from her. I think she must be upset with me. I'm not sure. But it was Friday morning, I think, when I wrote that. Maybe she stopped early for Friday. They don't work on Friday afternoons. I don't know. I'm starting not to care. So the coach, to me, my personal coach is, I haven't found any value in that. That's the personal coach. Now about the group coaches. I'm finding that the group coaches are basically the same way. The people are posting sporadically into the group chats with their thoughts when the app asks them to. There's 40-something people in these group chats, and maybe one or two post something. I'll even show you in this screenshot. The group coach, most likely a copy and paste, said, challenge, share one healthy activity you have planned for Saturday or Sunday, blah, 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 blah. There's your hashtag again. How you can hashtag choose health, blah, blah, blah. Stop with the hashtags again. Who's in? Click like and start sharing. One person liked it, one comment, I think from the same person, nothing else. And this is in a group of 40-something people. So the group chat is almost, I would say, even more useless, if that's the right way to put it, than the personal coach, because people don't interact. And most likely, I saw some threads here. People will post something, but the coach doesn't say, hey, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? They just go through and like your post. And no other people are coming back to really give them suggestions. I've seen that happen a little bit in the beginning, but it stopped. So again, we're left with really the app. The coaches aren't really adding much value. And the app is going to continue with all these, some nuggets here and there. As I said, I can find some good information here and there that will kind of, when I consciously think about it, and you have the opportunity to walk around the building several times or eat a healthier choice on some greens or fish rather than beef and chicken. That's maybe a little bit more conscious. I'll say that. The app's okay, but couldn't that be done by me just reading up this on the internet and without all these hashtags and stuff that they want to put in the app? So in short, lost 11 pounds. Happy with that. Wish it could have been a bit more, but I did cheat, I guess, last night with the wine and going out with friends a week ago. The coaches, I could take that whole part, put it aside, and still be doing what I'm doing. The app itself, you've heard my frustrations with checking the actual calorie checking, how much you've consumed, how it actually measures the food you consume and the calories are off, and the interface overall. Not so thrilled about it. But we're continuing to move forward. I'm continuing to move forward with the program. Let's see how it works. If anything else comes up, but at the moment, I'd give it a 3 out of 10 overall on a score for the app. And I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for the weight loss, except I would say, what's the difference between this and MyFitnessPal then? That's all. I'll talk to you in about 3 weeks. Thanks.